Hello, viewers. Join me as we go through this question based on the episodes we have on central tendency. So the table below gives the distribution of the number of letters per word in first 50 words of an essay. So the number of letters 1 to 9, then the number of words, that is the counting, the frequency at which those letters appear, is also indicated. But we have a variable x and y as part of it. So if the average number of letters here, the numbers of letters per word is 5, we are to find the value of x and y, and later on find what? The standard deviation. So what we need to do is to look at the standard deviation formula and look at the average, which is the mean formula, and get to know how many columns we need to construct for our table. We know if I'm looking for mean, it is sigma fx over what? Sigma f. So it means I need the x, which is now our number of letters. We need the f, which is your number of words. So if that alone is constructed, we need to have the f and x multiplying. So that's the third column. Then for our standard deviation, it is the square root of sigma fx squared over sigma f minus the mean, all squared. So it means that after constructing the fx table, I need also to find fx squared. So that means the x column is needed, the f column is needed, the fx and fx squared. We need 4 columns. Then we can be able to construct that and see. So let's draw that table and see. All right, so the table drawn in a vertical position, as we mentioned, 4 columns needed. So we just translate this. Now, this is in the variable we have x and y. So the first term, which normally we know is x, has to be changed to a different letter. So we have f. The n will be here. Here is supposed to be f, n as f, and n times. So this become n squared. This will be n. Okay. This will also be n. All right. We are using n because we wanted to make the x here distinct, not to be the same as the representation of what? The number of letters. So fn means the f and the n multiplying together. So 1 times 1 will give us 1, 2 times 3, 6, 3 times x will be 3x, 4 times 10, 40, 5 times 12, that should be 60, 6 times y, 6y, 7, 6, 42, 8, 4, 32, 7, and 9, 1 is what? 9. So in this case, if we are to add all of this, it will still be featured before the 6y and the 3y. 190. We have 190 plus 3x. Okay, let me just write this here. Sigma fn will be 190 plus 3x plus what? 6y, because these two variables are unknown. So let's leave a space here. All right. Then the next thing to do is to find fn squared. In some cases, people find the n squared, then multiply by the f. It's the same as multiplying the n by the fn. You know, f times f, n will become fn squared. So I am going to multiply all of this column by the n column to make it the fn squared. So this become 1 times 1 still 1, 2 times this will give you 12, 3 times this will be 9x, 4 times this, I guess 160, 5 times this will be 300, 6 times this will be 36y, 7 times this will be 280 plus 4, so 294, right? Okay, so we have 294. 8 times this is 240, so 56, I guess. I'll cross check. Then 9 times 9 will be what? 81. So what we need to do again is to add these numbers together, then include the 9x and what? 36y, which will give us our sigma fn squared to be equals to, let's maintain the 9x, the 36y, then that will give you 1104. Alright, so what again do we need? I think in the space of this, we need this also. So where can I put that? I think, let me have my sigma f, addition of all of this should give us, I think 10, 20, 30, 37. So it should be, let me take it from here, x plus y plus what? 37. So in this case, we are having three different expressions, if I can pick it from the right equations, having variable x, y featured in all of them. Now, what we need to know is that we have been given the average, which is the mean. We've also been given the number of words, right? We have been given also the first 50 words. So the number of words that we are having here, the whole of this, that we found to be x plus y plus 37 is actually supposed to be 50. So if we have that, that will give us the first actual equation. The second will be finding the sigma f x over sigma f. It is going to be the same as what? 5. So let's get that two equations and see how we can solve them and find the value of what? X and y. So here we can begin with total number of words, which in this case is sigma f is what? 50. So if that is the case, that implies that our x plus y plus 37 is the same as what? 50. Let's rewrite this as x plus y, 50 minus what? Let me just buy space. Subtracting 37 from here, I think we need 13. So that will give us 13 as what? The first equation. And the mean or the average, which is the mean, is also given as what? 5. That also implies that your 5, okay, let me write a mean, equals to sigma f n in this case over sigma f. So what do we do? Let's replace the 5 by the mean, meaning 5 equals to sigma fn is 190 plus 3x plus 6y divided by sigma f. I think sigma f is right there as what? X plus y plus what? 37. So this becomes an equation that we can clear the fraction for. So by cross multiplying, I should be having 190 plus 3x plus 6y equals to direct multiplication. 5 times this is 5x, 5 times this, 5y, 5 times this, I think 150 and 185. We can cross check as well. So what do? Let's group like terms and see. Okay, let's send everything from here to the right, meaning 5x minus 3x plus 5y minus 6y plus 185 minus what? 190. So everything has been transposed. Okay, we are having equals to, so this should be equals to what? 0. Let's check this out. 5 minus 3 will give you 2x. 5 minus 6 minus y since we are having equals to, it will be plus. Okay, this will be minus. Minus 5. Transpose to be give us what? Positive 5. So this will be our second equation. So if we check equation 1 and equation 2, solving them simultaneously can help us find what the x and y is. I'm seeing equation 1. Okay, let's add equation 1 plus equation 2, meaning x plus 2x, that will give you 3x. Y plus negative y will be 0. 13 plus 5 will be equals to what? 18. So here we divide by 3, x will be equals to what? 6. So if x is 6, we need to find that of y. We can pick any of them. So we can put x equal to 6 in equation what? 1. That means that 6 plus y is equals to 13. Y will be equals to 13 minus what? 6. I guess 6 here, 3 here, 3 there. So we have what? 7. So we can say that our x is 6, our y is what? 7. If we are to find the value of x and y for the first part of the equation of the question, we are finding the x and y. Now, even at this place, since we know the sigma f to be the same as 50, you can also use 50 here instead of using the extraction we had from the table. You can use the value we have from the question, which is 50. You will still come back to the same place. Now, the next thing to do is to find standard deviation. The standard deviation make use of this. I think you make use of all the three. So let's take care of the table and re-expand and see how we can find that. So what do? We just have our sigma fn equals to 90. Is it 190 plus 3 times 6 plus 6 times what? 7. Let's put that in our calculator and see the total value we get. So in total, that will give us, okay, let's take it in this place, 250. The next we need is sigma fn squared, which is also 9 times 6 plus 36 times 7 plus 1104. Let's check that out and see the total. And that will also be giving us 1410. Okay. So for standard deviation, the formula we quoted in the beginning was the sigma fn squared over sigma f, let's see, minus the mean, which is sigma fn over sigma what? F, all squared. So let's do substitution and see. So that means the square root of sigma fn squared, which is 1410, divided by sigma f, which is 50, minus sigma fn, which is 250, divided by 50, or what? Square. I think without wasting time, we can put all, solve it under the root. Okay, let's see. We are having 1410 divided by 50. That will be giving us, let's say, the root of 28.2 minus, we can have 250 divided by 50. That is what? 5 squared. That will be 25. That will give us, this will be 3.2 under the root. This becomes 1.7885, I guess. But we have to leave the answer in 2 decimal places. So I can say that, therefore, the standard deviation is going to be 1.2 decimal places, right? 7 what? 9. So the value we are looking for is 1.79 to 2 decimal places. Remember, the concept is to apply the formula that we know under the mean and that of what? Standard deviation. It is just a small touch of algebraic expression to see how well we understood the formula. That is all. And I guess the concept is clear. If you have any reservation or any contribution, feel free to share that in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you have not, both on Facebook, follow, and on YouTube, subscribe. Share the video with somebody who may also benefit and come back for more tutorial of this kind.